That's wonderful.
It is.
I have to say that I really enjoyed walking here in the evening and seeing the flashing
Isn't that-
security guard, and I love seeing it parked at the entry.
It was an immediate impact. I mean, immediate.
Thank you.
And just to clarify, as part of the security arrangements, are they supposed to be checking the rear doors to make sure that they're not propped open?
That's part of the post orders.
Okay, that's a continuing process.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's move forward.
That's one security question.
Okay.
Okay, quickly.
Yeah.
Board members allowed to yell at guards?
Absolutely not. And board members are not allowed to give any type of instructions to the security as far as anything. Everything comes through the property manager. And I call Boris and I communicate with him and we communicate.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy to see a long line in front of the gate where they're backed up, where they're actually checking these people.
Have you noticed them doing their job?
I like it. I like
And
it.
what a difference from a couple of months
I hope they back
ago.
up all the way around, all the way out to the main road.
I know. When I started to work here, it was just wave goodbye and you were in.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And we're saving money.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
wonderful.
All right, move on. Let's move on to their finance.
Finance committee report. Well, we had a meeting, the finance committee had a meeting on January 7th. Finance committee consisting of Mark Jones, myself as co-chairs, Francis Mesereau, Jerry Miro, Marvin Tao, and Phoebe Cohen. The committee was given a summary, and I'd like to thank Gil very much for his analysis of the priorities of repair and maintenance issues in order of importance, because the little bit of money that we did get from citizens will only go so far, and we have to use it extremely carefully and transparently. And Gil identified some of these items that need to be addressed. And number one is the roof in the clubhouse. And the committee recommends that we identify and hire a consultant to determine what our best direction is for the replacement of the roof, which must be done, and then to send it out to bid and get the best possible bids with guarantees with the most reliable contractors. The second recommendation would be to obtain bids for one of two air conditioning units in a clubhouse that is no longer functional. And now we're in the winter months where it's a little cooler. This is something by summer that needs to be addressed, and we only have one that works. So we need to obtain bids for one clubhouse air conditioner replacement. Number three, proceeding with the painting of the wheel bumper stoppers. In each parking space, there's a bumper with a number of your unit on it. As you may have noticed, many of them are illegible. You can't read the numbers, and they're very deteriorated. So we recommend that we at least get them painted white, clean, fresh, and use our in-house maintenance perhaps to number them correctly. And then those numbers really, the gate does not have the numbered list of parking in for some reason. I think maybe our previous company took it with them, but they cannot identify units by parking space is.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll get to that. I mean, but that's part of the problem we're going to solve. Next would be get estimates for repair and replacement of the pool and spa heat exchangers. They have only a certain life expectancy, and I think they're near death. And so we need estimates to repair the pool and heat exchangers. Another possible alternative would be our next proposal from the recommendations of our committee to look into the possibility of solar heating for our pools, which currently federal government stimulus package money is available for up to 30% of the cost to implement solar applications for residential housing. I've spoken to Lauderhill Mayor about this, and he's looking into its application for condos. Currently, it's only in place for single-family homes, but condos could really take advantage of solar benefits in terms of like heating pools and electric for common areas. This is the future. We need to just at least look into it and find out if it will work for us to save us money. Next, we need and this is something other than repair and maintenance, although it is repair and maintenance in the future, of the money that we do have, our biggest problem here, other than, maintenance issues, is property value. And currently, you cannot get a mortgage in International Village from a major bank because we do not qualify, because there's two things that the banks want to see us provide in terms of financial stability as an association. And that is, we have no reserves, which means eventually we're going to have a bill due for roofs and all the common area things that have a certain life expectancy, and eventually that bill comes due. And the banks want to see reserves in place, and they like to see 15% or less of delinquent maintenance. And currently, I'll be conservative to say we're at about 25% delinquent maintenance here. We need to reduce that by at least 10% plus by working through the foreclosures, working through the abandoned properties. There's 150 units here that are in various states of foreclosure. The quicker we can get them back on the maintenance rolls, the quicker and the sooner we'll be down to 15% delinquent maintenance. And without bank cooperation, with cash buyers only as we exist today, property values cannot go up. They will remain low and continue to decline until we get mortgages. Because until people can go to a bank and put 20% down and buy something, and it's cash buyers only, the investors are cherry picking deals, and the values are going to continue to go down for months to come. So really it's a priority if we can find a way, and it's not something the board can decide. It's something that has to be sent to the membership for decision, and it would have to go out in a vote to the membership to put $432,000, which is approximately $500 per unit, into a reserve for the future cost of roofs, the future cost of paving, the future cost of all the common elements that are inevitable. Let me finish, please. Well, you can talk when I'm finished. I've got a couple more items, and then you can speak, Stuart. Yeah. It has also been recommended that because of our deficit due to uncollected maintenance, that we're going into 2010 with about $800,000 in deficits. And we're in 2010, if you look at the aging of the foreclosures in lieu of foreclosure, we're going to see twice what we saw last year in foreclosures. If we don't expedite the transfer of this property, it's going to come out of all your pockets. We don't want to do that. We'd like to see it transferred to investors that can put it back on the market and upgrade them so that it's not going to come into a special assessment or an increase in maintenance. That $2 million we have is not a lot of money, and it has to try to provide us the stability to get through the next couple of years.
May I just ask, can you give us, when you finish, can you give just a short summary of how much to operating, how much to reserve, and how much to not?
Now, these are not, anything's carved in stone here. These are guidelines and recommendations only. I can't give you specific.
What I'm saying is we have an estimate from Marvin here, from the notes.
Well, they're actual numbers, but I have the numbers. I don't want to go into, it'll take an hour to go through the numbers themselves. But these are just the bullet point priorities, of which we have just the couple left, one of which I think everyone will like is replacing the furniture at the pool and the tables, which for years they've been deteriorating, and they don't make the best impression on new investors, new buyers. It's a very small expense, and it's been recommended. It's about a $5,000 expense for tables and chairs at the pool, nice, clean, modern pool areas equipment. Other than that, maybe Marvin would like to add something, as he was very involved in this committee, and I think he'd like to add,
I
Marvin.
don't have my notes with me, so I
Did I cover most of it here?
can.
These are recommendations.
We get a copy of your report.
Yes, it's in your, right there. It was in your box. You have copies of this.
One very important,
The termite treatment for the buildings.
It's also included in this.
One very important comment. It is totally illegal to put anything in reserves from.
I said it requires a membership vote.
Yes, we know that.
That we can write. It needs to be.
Not a board decision.
It's not a board decision.
Not a board decision.
No, it's.
Right, he's just putting it in
It's
his
a
report.
recommendation for the membership.
And that's the report. Thank you.
Okay, my question, I did.
I don't see that.
We don't see
Yeah,
that.
I don't see it.
I don't see that report here. The report's not here.
everybody's contract?
Yeah.
The draft, no, the draft minutes of the meeting.
It's in the box.
Duly
It's
notified
not in
of
the box, the
January
box is
7th.
already, make out a copy, it's not a big deal.
It's got me in my box. Oh, I got it.
Well, no, this isn't a different, this is more.
Did you read the minutes?
Remember, I had the draft minutes, told me not to use the draft minutes. Put this here.
What is the problem with making copies and putting it in everyone's box?
His reporting, what he's reading, I haven't seen. Nobody was seeing his report. That's what he's reading. I hear he didn't read this. He's reading different.
Most of these proposals are subject to estimates, bids, and extreme transparency, so that everybody's aware of
What
what
is
we're
the
doing.
problem with making copies and putting it in our box?
Right, okay.
Where?
Do you have this card? This?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, and that one with the remodeling rules?
No, no, we don't care what you're reading from, Michael.
Part of the summary.
Michael, just give it to them.
This is the finance committee report that was submitted by Marvin.
Right,
The minutes of the meeting.
right, I mean,
Who
this
would
is,
want us to come to make
right,
copies?
okay, but,
The number, Bill, you gotta give the number?
right, Mark, this is an email from Marvin, estimate, okay. Okay,
Read it.
yeah.
What are the total approximate?
Yes, yes.
Right, the approximate, but I've gotten updates too, after our finance committee, you asked me to get additional estimates and further, that's what I have in your folder.
Right, I see it right here.
Right.
The numbers that go with the recommendations.
Right, that we didn't have in the finance,
I'm sure are still unfolding or not, we've made no decisions specifically.
Run
There we
down
go.
your
Yeah.
summary. And then.
Clubhouse, I think you have 40,000.
okay.
Wait.
Okay, yeah, we've got the air conditioning for the clubhouse, $16,500. What else were we missing? Remember, the roadway, coating, stripping, and painting of the bull stoppers, $56,000. Replacing the heat pool, spa exchangers, $6,000. Yeah, the club roof, yeah, we're already hired, got it, yes, I got an engineer, he's doing the specifications. Once he sends that in, I'll be able to send it out for bidding and, get an independent bidding, so all that is being handled. And you have an estimate, remember I gave you for the elevators.
Right, for building, 3 buildings that need new elevators.
And the urgent need, Heidelberg being one of them, and a priority number one.
That expired in 08.
Yeah, no, that permit's on the mail, that's been approved by the city, and
But
that's
how come in the elevator it said 08?
because we haven't received the
Actual certificate.
The actual little certificate.
Open your elevator.
Why isn't it before, after?
You don't vote
Did
it,
you
correct?
vote on it?
No, I got the actual
He's got the
bids,
estimates.
all the bids and the estimate. What I was getting back to the elevators. Okay, when I went to your meeting, I had Ace Elevator who gave an estimate of $45,000 per elevator. We had the Idlewise, the Heidelberg, and the Interlaken that need to be replaced. Well, I was able to identify the manufacturer of the, you have it in your
Original equipment.
original equipment. You have it in your folder.
Yeah.
And I was able to get a bid, okay, to replace the circuit board that matches the one he installed originally. And the new doors for $14,500. And that should make that elevator run like new. It gives you 1 year warranty, and you don't need to upgrade. We don't need to spend the $45,000. So my recommendation, this is a savings of $30,000 per elevator. You're talking about 11 elevators. You're talking about $300,000. My recommendation will be to do the Heidelberg as a prototype. I think it's worth investing, $15,000. Let's test it, see if it If it does what it's supposed to do, it has a year warranty, and if this is the real thing, we can save the association $300,000.
Yeah.
Kind of thing we need.
That's what the demand.
I propose that we, which building is that? I propose.
The Heidelberg is my number
That's the
one
first,
priority.
I propose we put the Heidelberg as the first building and try it out. It doesn't seem like we have a lot to lose.
I second that motion.
Okay. Anybody object?
What?
Unanimously passed.
May I say something?
So the motion by Stewart and the second by
Talk
Linda?
about
No objections.
May I say something, please?
Yes.
I think we're mixing up here capital expenditure and maintenance expenditure. You have $1,900,000. It's burning a hole in your pants. The first thing we should do, what items do we need in the maintenance department? A, 2009 needs replacement of $200,000 over budget.
We
We
have
have
We've
not
already
seen,
taken care of that, Arthur.
what's that?
It's already been taken care of and discussed.
Let me finish.
It's a short
We have a we have not seen the budget for 2010. When the budget came to the finance committee, Jones wanted to reduce the payroll, from 16 to 14, and now you're bringing it back to 16 or 15, so therefore the payroll is off and the 2010 budget is off. That's number 2.
We're not discussing the budget at the
We're not
present time,
discussing the
are we?
budget.
So it's not on the agenda.
Francis, what I am saying, there's 2 issues here which is important.
But they're not involved with the agenda, Arthur. We've got work to do. This is not the proper time to discuss it.
But, you know,
What are you leading up to?
just to say,
What are you leading up to?
Arthur, we have accounted, and we just haven't gotten to saying that yet. We have accounted, Arthur, for our
She
shortfall
wants to know
and
what
for our
I'm leading
expected.
up to.
For
What
our-
I'm leading up to.
Now, we're discussing the Heidelberg elevator. There is
That's
a,
what's on the agenda
there's
right
a,
now.
and there's a motion on the floor by Stewart.
Seconded by Linda.
The
Object?
the motion needs to be elaborated a little bit, if you don't mind, Stuart, to accept the proposal of elevator services
I
system to
accept
do
the
this
proposal,
particular
I make
work.
a motion to accept the proposal of elevator services for $14,500 using the Heidelberg as an
As a prototype.
experimental. If it works there, we go to the next building and we go on with life.
All right, Linda, and you seconded it. All right.
Does anybody
Are
object?
there any objections?
I want to ask a question. I don't object. I want to know what this document here is that says elevator modernization proposal.
Right, that's it.
Doesn't belong in.
No. He gave me 3 different proposals. And like I told you, Ace Elevator gave me a proposal to total, the same proposal. Ace was 45. His is 30. I don't feel comfortable spending 30. I feel comfortable with 14,500 changing the parts that would make that elevator work the way it should be, and then, taking it from there.
Go with the 45, what do you want to save money for?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our proposal.
If it would be a good idea to.
Sure. Jorge.
So we disregard that last proposal.
Right.
Well, for the time being, that's an option, but I wouldn't go there, that's
Will the
too.
work- Will the work that's being done for the 14,500 normally be included in the modernization portion?
We don't have the money.
Yes, that would be,
Yeah.
Of course it would, yeah.
It would be, but you're gonna get complicated with the current codes and the fire. You're gonna complicate yourself.
George, do you feel that the $14,000 replacing the parts for the elevator would suffice and work properly?
Yes.
Without-
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm
Are you talking to George?
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. Many companies, they we're not dealing only with 1 or 2 companies. They come in another company tomorrow. They want to do a job for us.
Right.
They go to the elevator, they try and spend money for change the elevator. They think they're going to take the elevator, they're going to do new one. We don't need it. What we need is the function. The function is the big problem we have of all of these contactors, electricals, running inside the room.
and part the motor and the contactors we have in the machine is complete obsolete. You remember, these controls is 36 years old. They only put in parts and parts and parts. We're tired of this, it's not running good.
Okay, I just wanted to.
If it works, you're gonna have a sweet running elevator with no problem.
You know, but this is also the originator of the carts.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I don't want to detour too much, but there's another problem with our fire alarms. Do not ring into the firehouse. We have to call someone out, your house will be
We're
burned
not
down.
talking about the fire now, we're talking about elevators.
I know, but within the elevators are phones and,
The phone's got nothing to do with the fire. In the
No,
elevator.
you're talking about something else.
I mean, it's two things actually. Okay, so I won't go into something from
Yeah,
We're not.
We have a motion, please, before the board,
Motion, please.
dealing with the elevators. And anytime.
Okay, let's.
Is there anyone that objects?
Yes. Why
Yeah, board, this is a board decision.
Heidelberg, what I'm supposed to do, the people in the board do. We have a breakdown, you know that, every week in the board do.
My complaints, Heidelberg is number 1 complaint, number 2 complaint is otherwise, number 3 complaint is interlocking.
Not the board.
No, everybody complains here. I'm talking about
They are in order.
Squeaky wheel gets the elevator.
I expect me to walk up and down.
That's why I'm trying to get you the cheap one, so we can afford to replace the 11 elevator.
But you're replacing 4 and the board goes out.
We're only replacing 1 to see how it works. If that works, we can,
Do them all.
and instead of modernizing 3, we'll be able to afford to update all 11 and still save money.
Has to be.
So trust me, you know, all your issues are being addressed. And we're saving money, which is what you like. A lot of money.
Okay, can we pretend to the motion that is on the table, please?
I second it.
There's a motion with a second. Does anyone
Stuart made the
object?
motion and
Second.
Linda seconded. Are there any objections? Cast unanimously.
Is this coming out of the 2 million?
Yeah, that's part of your recommendation. To replace that elevator.
I'm just clarifying.
You gave us 100 and, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, next item, okay, it's cabana meters.
No, we're still on committee
Oh,
reports.
I'm sorry.
And the next item on the agenda is the sales and leases report, please.
At 10:30 a.m. on December 30th, the committee met. What is that?
Sales and
Hey,
leases.
don't put it so close to your mouth.
Very cosmic.
There were 2 sales, 1 bedroom for $35,000, 2 bedrooms for $38,000. 3 leases, 2 bedrooms at $1,000, 1 bedroom at $750, and 1 bedroom at $650. There were 3 rollovers, 1 bedroom for $490, efficiency for $700, and 1 bedroom for $800. That was what we did that day.
Was this the January 13th?